popping? Welcome to another video. Today, I want to talk to y'all about something that I have been struggling with recently. I would say more so than before. It's been a newfound struggle for me. And I know that a lot of people are going through the same thing years ago. And it's the idea of expectations within the market. I think that once you have gotten over the hard part, which is just understanding your system, learning your strategy, doing all that, the next thing is overcoming yourself. And part of overcoming yourself is eliminating expectations on a day-to-day basis. Really being able to zoom out, think long term, and stop going into every day expecting to make X amount of dollars. It's a lot easier said than done. I've said it before, but it's been something that I've been struggling with more so recently, where it's like I come into the day with these expectations to make money, and what I want to see isn't there, where my control setup has not presented itself. Try to impose my will, or try to force a setup that isn't actually there, or just take something that isn't of quality, that isn't worth the risk, that isn't worth making my money, take making risk on more traders. It's been something I've been dealing with now for probably the past, I don't know, weeks, past like 2 to 3 weeks, where I come into the day with these expectations. These expectations have been plaguing my trading, causing me to just have way more mistakes, take a lot more unnecessary losses than I usually do. Usually, I on average per month, I'll probably have 4 to 6 losing days max. Right? Usually 4 to 6 losing days max, but I already have 3 within the first week and a half of this month. We still have 2.5 weeks to go, which is above my average. And I think part of this is because of the fact that I'm coming in with expectations. I'm opposing my will. I'm not being as patient as I should. And that the impatience stems from the expectation. Expect to make money. I expect to come into the day to make some type of money. And now that causes me to be more impatient, be more restless. And the fatigue just is way worse. The psychological fatigue, mental fatigue that it comes in on the charts, you have it already there. Your setup isn't there when you're usually expecting to. And now you get fatigued. Now you're mentally, your discipline starts to wear off. Now you just want to make money. And I think that's been one of my issues. That's something that I got journaled yesterday. I broke down to where after just really reassessing myself, my decisions on the charts, I recognize like when I first started trading, first 10, 15 minutes of discipline, I can win. I'm good. I don't have to put that sit on my hands. But then, once that like 20, 30 minutes now to where say there's no good opportunity in front of me, now I'm looking to force. Now I want to take stuff that's I usually wouldn't take. Just make decisions I usually wouldn't make. That's the fatigue kicking in. That's the discipline starting to wear off. So my whole thing is now it's like figuring out how to combat that, and then also recognizing once I this goes for everybody, so not even just me. Like you do recognize your decision making isn't as sharp, isn't as crisp, and not as in that flow state, or you're not just as patient as you know you can be, you're mentally not there. I think it's just walk away. I think that's when you should just walk away. And I'm trying to work on this, building that muscle, working it out every day to become more patient, disciplined for charts. Because at the end of the day, when you're set up for business over to know exactly what you want to know exactly what your setup looks like. And there's no reason that you should have to settle for less because look at it like a businessman. You're a businessman. And somebody comes to you with a business deal or a proposition as some type of startup company. He has books down, he knows everything he wants to do, everything makes sense, everything checks off. You work with this man before he's made your money in the past. Obviously, you're gonna give your money to him. You're gonna give money to invest, you're gonna let him work for you to make money. He's angel investor, whatever the case may be, like Shark Tank. But then when somebody goes on Shark Tank and doesn't know the numbers, a little iffy, if the shark feels like something isn't fully there, they're not fully confident within that individual and their company, they're not going to invest. They're going to let them walk away and they're going to save their capital. Because at the end of the day, yeah, some people that they let walk out that door does still make money, like a ring camp. Some people they let walk out the door still end up being a big success, but at the end of the day, if they are not presenting themselves properly, if they don't give you enough confidence, if the setup, back to trading, if the setup doesn't give you that confidence that setups that you have taken in the past, you shouldn't take it. Let it walk away because at the end of the day, there will always be another setup. There's hundreds of trading days a year. You will have more opportunity. Not let one day define you. That's something that I constantly get to myself. And I've been forgetting, honestly. I need to start saying it more. Do not let one day define because it does. Do not let one day blow up all of your accounts because it's not worth it. Don't let one day determine your month. And what that means, just don't blow your accounts up. You should not be blowing accounts. I should not be blowing accounts. You should not be blowing accounts. I've been trading for 3 years now. There's no reason why I should blow accounts. Um, I should be taking my basis, especially in a time like this. Like when I go into the day and I understand that I'm not expecting the best action. I'm not expecting price to, be the best just due to external economic factors like no news Monday and Tuesday. FOMC on Wednesday. Usually you can expect the start of the week to be slower. Expect the start of the week to just not be as efficient, not be as prominent as the second half. And my mistake is that I said that I understood that since Red Florida News isn't coming to Wednesday and we're following a bank holiday, it's probably going to start the week slow. I still applied the same risk as I would on a Red Florida News day. On the day that I expect market to be volatile, the day that I expect the market to present me good setups, I'm adding the same amount of risk on those days as I am on today. That's not good because the day where you expect, or the day where the market is giving you the best opportunity, you should not be applying the same exact risk as you were on a day when you see your A+ setup. You should always be able to risk slightly more, mitigate your risk properly, be able to be versatile in a sense to where you can apply risk on certain setups, de-risk on some if economic factors aren't in your favor and fundamentals aren't in your favor. All of that stuff matters. You need to be able to differentiate, to make the differentiate. Yeah, you need to be able to make the difference, see it, understand and analyze it because at the end of the day, you shouldn't be taking every single trade with the same exact risk. Now, you should understand your max risk, what you're comfortable risking, but not every single trade warrants the idea of you putting on your max position size. It's not. I trade with Top Step. Every day, minimum, on a green day, I would like to make $200 because that grants me enough to be eligible for a payout. However, if the setup presents itself, I can maybe double down on my risk. Now I can risk $300. Usually I risk 100 to 150 on, a lower risk day. Now I can risk 300 to 400 and make potentially double or triple that. But that's only when I'm fully confident in that setup and I know exactly what I want to see. If that's not in front of me, then I'm going to be risk. I'm going to risk this. And that's something that I need to really hear because honestly, I haven't been doing it. I know I should be doing that, but I haven't been doing that. This is me just being vulnerable with y'all right now. This is me telling y'all what I know I should be doing, but I'm not doing. I've been lacking the discipline. I haven't been on top of myself. And that's why I'm making this video because I know I'm not the only person that has gone through something like this. I'm not the only person that could be going through this right now. If stuff happens, at the end of the day, we're humans. I have times to where I'm trading fantastically, to where I go on spurts of making thousands of dollars in a very short amount of time. Right now, this is not that time. Right now, my setups haven't been working. I haven't been taking the best trades. I've been losing a lot more. And this is trading. This is life. Life is a roller coaster. It's going to be twists, turns, uphill battles, downhill battles. Like this is life. You have to be prepared to roll with the punches. You have to be able to reflect on yourself, be critical of yourself, really understand. Be able to understand yourself. Because without that, you're going to constantly be on a rat race, whatever you call it. You're constantly going in a circle. No improvement. Same thing. If you don't reflect on yourself, if you're not, vulnerable with yourself, if you're not honest with yourself, you're not gonna grow. And this is me being honest with myself, me being honest with you. I have not been trading the best, like breaking rules. I haven't been as patient. I haven't been, mitigating my risk correctly. This is all things that I usually do correctly, all things that I know I should be doing right, but I'm not. So I'm coming to y'all right now to hold myself accountable, even to hold y'all accountable. Maybe you need to hear this as well, whoever's watching this. Stop expecting from the market. Stop expecting. Start reacting. You react. Don't expect anything. I know I said when I expect worse conditions, but that's fundamental. That's the global economic news that's telling me that. That's not me coming today like, oh yeah, I don't expect much to be happening. I have reason, I have confluence behind me. Don't just come into the day expecting there's no confluence. Expectations will kill your reality in trading. And even in life, too. You don't want to expect something because once it doesn't happen, then how are you going to react? If I go into the kitchen and I expect to find some food in the fridge and it's not there, you'd be sad. Then it's like, what's next? Stop expecting. Live in the present, live in the moment, react. Read and react. Critical of yourself all day. But yeah, I just want to talk to y'all right quick while I'm driving. About to go work out. Hope y'all could learn something. I hope this resonated with any of y'all. I hope y'all did enjoy this video. Please even like, comment, and subscribe. If y'all want to live trade with me, y'all want to trade with me, be in the community with me, ask me questions. I've been trading for 3 years now. Y'all need any type of advice? I have a Discord coming very, very soon to where y'all can ask me, live trading, all that. Stay tuned for that. Trying to, make it right for y'all. So yeah. If I did enjoy it, like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate y'all. We only made 200 subscribers. We are very close. Feels like this yesterday we were at 100. We're fighting to get 100. So I appreciate all of y'all. We've been growing at a tremendous rate. Thank you so much. I love all the support I've been getting. It really means a lot to me. So yeah, I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Peace out.